I didn't want to do it. I was a horrible online teacher. I felt boring and monotone, and my students seemed confused and bored. If they even showed up at all. Most times they didn't. I'd have one or two pop in. I am a teacher that likes to make personal connections with my students, and it just wasn't there through a computer screen.
When the pandemic began, my face-to-face students didn't want to have class on Zoom because most of them have phones or tablets, and it was just too hard, they thought. After a month or so, we got them to try Zoom. They liked being able to see each other again and visit and have a real class, and we've been Zooming ever since. I had students asking when we would have face-to-face instruction for many months. Now they don't even ask about the possibility. They're home with small children, they have no need for a sitter, they have no need for transportation. So I believe they've settled in and like the advantages the Zoom instruction allows.
Another way of dealing with student challenges that's changed is sometimes it's not just me helping the student. If a student is enrolled in Rebecca's social studies class and Karen's math class and Karen T's reading class, and she's a Yankton student, then that's 4 teachers who are helping with those challenges. So that's something new and something that I like.
Work has definitely changed since March. So much of my time is now spent on Zoom or phone calls with students, teaching them how to install or use Zoom, or how to use the Burlington English app on their phone or computer. Some students have a lot of technology issues and need help figuring them out. The funny thing is that I have never been very good at technology, so I am learning with the students, but we are figuring it out together.
I like teaching online because I get to specialize in a couple areas instead of all of the areas. So I teach reading, primarily essay, and science. I don't need to worry about social studies. I don't need to worry about math. When I'm prepping some of those science activities, the reason I'm able to do so in a way that students can be interactive on the computer is because I'm not also trying to get math stuff prepared. I'm also not getting these other things prepared. So focusing on 1 or 2 areas has been very nice. I can really spend time looking at what the GED indicators are, what people are missing most often on the test, and kind of step up the instruction that I'm doing.
I started using Google Classroom with my students, and this seems to also give them some sort of that support network that they need, because they chat with each other, and I see my students keeping each other motivated.
I also have a student with 3 young daughters that she's raising by herself. She could not have brought them to class. I would not have allowed that. And it can be a little hectic even in Zoom, but she has learned a lot about muting her Zoom when she's not speaking. So she's gained some tech skills, and we have gained a fantastic student that comes almost every single day without fail. So that is a real triumph. We're extending our reach to people that we couldn't before.
I think that the online classes have been really beneficial for students. I think we have a better schedule that we can offer them. Our earliest GED class starts at 8:30 in the morning, and our latest starts at 6 in the evening. So, classes are almost going on 12 hours a day.
We are reaching people who could not attend class before. For example, students with transportation issues, students who can't find childcare, students who live a little too far from the office. They can now attend class from their homes. I've been able to complete intakes and have classes with students in Chamberlain or Armour, for example. I think before those students might not have attended class because they would have had to drive too far.
I also enjoy the friendships being made between students from different towns. It brings a bit of variety to the classroom. I actually think the changes to our program are really good.